Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for the people, for you, all people. You know, my concern is that all people get a chance to enjoy this life while on earth. I have claimed this as my responsibility. I have claimed this as a duty that I have been given that really determines whether or not I am satisfied with this life. And with that kind of focus and seeing something so different from that, I spend a lot of time listening to what other people say and watching what other people do. And if I get a chance to give some voice to it, I do that kind of stuff. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I heard and the other day I heard a conversation that had to do with the current or the president that is elect to be the next president, 47, Donald Trump. And these two people, both of these two people were against Trump. But how they should deal with it is the thing that got my attention. I mean, it was something else. And I'm sure that when you really get down to the crux of it and how people feel about this and that and why, you're going to probably find almost as many different views as there are different people. But this was kind of strange. One woman would say, with all this trash and this bull that Donald Trump's thrown out here every day, he's just trying to keep you distracted. He's just trying to keep you all messed up in the head, not knowing this and not knowing that, and just, I mean, she was really describing it, and it was pissing her off. She was so mad, telling people, don't worry about that. What you should do is go about your business as you normally would. Be with your family, love your family, enjoy your Christmas the best Christmas you can possibly have. Enjoy your dinners and meals and stuff, and go on about your business. Don't even focus on Trump trying to mess your head up, trying to have you all confused. Now, this was a black woman speaking. She was telling from a black perspective for so many women. And I believe the other woman, I believe she's Mexican. She might not have been Mexican, but she was that down part of the world. Ooh, and I love to hear her talk. And she says, well, that's not what I'm telling my constituents. What I tell my people is when listen to that turkey. Listen to every doggone thing he's saying. Believe that he's going to try to do it. And rather than just get lost in his propagandic stuff or stuff that he planned to do, be strategizing. Set up. He says he's going to do this. You have a plan ready for that. He says he's going to do this. You have a plan ready for that. And she was saying, that's what I'm going to tell my constituents. I'm not going to be sitting up watching some TV or sitting up trying to having some good fun when I got a enemy out there ready to attack me. And I was listening. And I bet there are many people who talk about that. I'm sure some of you who just heard this feel the same way. And I'm thinking, well, if I enjoy my family as I have been and enjoy my Christmas and just celebrate as if nothing is wrong, so just keep my head level. And the day after Christmas, someone knocks on my door and I find out that they come to arrest me because their dictator, their king, their ruler gave them the order to do it. So you came to arrest. And you say, well, you can't arrest me. Christmas just passed. I just opened up my last gift. I probably got another gift I didn't even know. What are you talking about? And at that moment, it won't matter how many gifts you haven't opened or how many you have open and how you feel about them. On that moment, you gone. That is the result of your response to the process. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It depends upon what your plan is. If your plan is to use that for something else that you got going on, that could be as beautiful as anything else. I don't know. I'm just saying what would happen if you're just there. At least this is the message. So you know if you prepared yourself and he came there, you have something prepared to do. And then you can get a chance to activate it. And you don't feel so frightened and so lost. So I think it's a good thing to always prepare for stuff. Now, another thing that was important to me, black people. You hear what this number 47 is saying, what he's going to do to black people. Now, you can call them whatever name, where they're from. He's talking about black people. And we are in this country as black people. And we, most of us, have been here every minute of our lives. And we have been sucker punched by this system every minute of our lives. Even those of us who thought we were somebody, who thought we had met all the standards, who had the papers on the wall, had the credentials. We just thought we had something going on, only to find out we didn't have it going on. We had it going on to the point that they needed us to have it going on or not. And so we were really no different. Not really. So something tells me that this is a pivotal moment in the human experience. Something really tells me that. Now is the time where you got a man so evil that the evil of the country loves him, embraces him. Now, we got a lot of evil that's not willing to go as far as this guy's willing to go. But you got many that are. And you sit there and you think about this, ladies and gentlemen. This evil one has gotten a group of people together, set up a system within the system that will allow him to do basically anything he wants to do and get away with it. And he's been talking about it. They have been talking about it. They got a project plan that talks about it and acts on it. And I'm thinking, they are willing to destroy. And I'm thinking about we the people. What did we do the last time? What will we possibly do this time? And what difference would it make? What difference did it make before? And can it make any difference this time? And if it won't, then what do we do? And I think about that. And I listen to the other part of me. I listen to my spirit. Yes. What does my spirit say about it? I would say to every black man in America, you know what the Constitution says. And you know Donald Trump is not the only one who has violated the Constitution. The United States of America has violated the Constitution and is still in violation of the Constitution. And we as people are victims to this negligence. Not only that, we understand, and this man has made it clear, what he is willing to do, how far he's willing to go to please white supremacy. And I say, I do not care how mad America gets with Russia. America is not going to mess with Russia. I don't care how mad Russia gets with America. Russia is not going to mess with America. So what is it? When people got the upper hand, they will abuse you. But you got the lower hand, you just stuck. Unless there's something else going. So what I would say to black people is this: you got power. America is just as much you as it is to white people. And white people trying to do what they do and get away with it. And you have allowed them to get away with it. It is time you stand up and say no more. And when you say no more, mean exactly what it means to them. No more. In other words, they spent their entire lives being privileged. Now the time has come for all of us to be privileged. That means if the resources are there, we need, want, or desire, we got the choice as much as anybody else. Not only that, we established a system that would allow us to be able to accommodate that. So what I'm basically saying, if white man think he got a house, black man got a house. White man think he got access a job, black man got a job. White man say he got education, no restrictions, black man got education, no restrictions. White man say he got health care, black man got health care. Plain and simple as that. Plain and simple as that. We don't about playing that game anymore. Nobody trying to put the white man in the position that black people used to be in. No, we're not that stupid. We are. But the truth of the matter is, love ain't that stupid. And it ain't going to happen any other way. So I'm saying to all of you, I just want you to know, we got to make it right. Now, that's simple. I've told you, black man. I've told the black race how to deal with this. If you see the white man talking, this new administration start abusing black people, every last one of you should stand up and shut this nation down. What I mean by stand up, I mean shut this nation down. What that mean? That means shut the nation down. That means you ain't doing nothing and they ain't doing nothing. Why? Because they need you to be in there doing your part for them to do something. So you shut it down. If you want America to be alive, you got to take us with you. We ain't going no goddamn where half-stepping. Now, that might work for you. It might not. But I got something else for all the other people, the people who love God. These crooks and corrupted liars have told you all kind of stuff about God. And it's just as corrupt as the system of the world. It's not that technical. It's simple. God made us because God loves us. And we are loved. And we are loved by God. Now, our message is that. Now, what are we to learn? We are to learn to love. We are to learn to love. We lost it. We might have had it one time. I heard somebody say we did up in heaven. I don't know if we did or not. But we don't have it now. And so we're here as a spirit that come to live against all that is love. This is the stuff that we created. And this is where we're living. But the point of it is to live and see how you like it. This is what you chose. You chose this. This is what you got. Well, maybe in time somewhere down the line you might see something different. You might want to change your mind. You might want to do something different. Well, God says, without a doubt, you're going to do something different. Now, they want you to believe, or you want you to think that all you got to do is believe that Jesus was white and that he came down to earth to show who had the power. And if you believe him and do what the book says, what they have said that he said, then you're cool. Yeah? No, that ain't what the Spirit says. The Spirit says, once you find out, if somebody took you and dropped you in the toilet, yeah, this is a good way to say it. If somebody took you and dropped you in the toilet, where there nothing down there but number 2, no number 1, number 2, and there was any way that you had any life in you, how many of you would take a seat? How many would you try to get out there as fast as you possibly can? Well, see, living in the world and all this bull that the world is about compared to what God is about is like living in a toilet. And anybody that wake up one day and find out he's living in the toilet wants out. Now, if you can't get out, you're going to be trying to do everything to make that number 2 as smooth and as best as you possibly can. That's what you're going to be doing. You ain't going to try to fit in. You're going to try to make that stuff as best as you possibly can. And then waiting for that moment that you can get out. You're going to do 1 and 2. You're going to make sure that while you're there, there's going to be a difference. And the first chance you get, it's goodbye. So when you talk about loving God, you're loving people. You're standing up for people. You're standing up for what's right. You're not accepting that wrong stuff just because the master says it's okay, just because the law says it's okay. You're not going for that stuff. To hell with that stuff. God is the only thing that's right. And you know God because God is love. And what does it mean? It means it works for everybody. It doesn't work for white only, black only, men only, women only, Americans only, somebody else only. No, it works for everybody. Now, so for those of you who really thought you were on your way to heaven, I'm asking you this. Will you die for me? Will you die that I'm treated second-class citizen and you would care enough for me to try to make sure that before you die that I'm not treated as a second-class citizen, that I'm given the benefits of life the best you know? Would you do that? Well, you answer that. I want to cut this off, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.